Hello, Franklin sports fans. Welcome back to Pirelli Veterans Arena for this latest girls varsity hockey matchup. The Franklin Panthers taking on the visiting co-op team of Mansfield-OA-Foxboro. And we are just about to get underway here. Franklin comes away with the puck after the face-off. Franklin hoping to get some sort of a victory here. They have not had the best of seasons. They've actually had a very rough year this year. And with this being their senior night, they're certainly hoping to get something going here. And Mansfield hoped to have gotten a goal there. Past Franklin goalie Abby Trevino, but the ref who was right there is going to call that one off. So a face-off happening to the right of Trevino. Mansfield comes up with it after it is knocked away by Franklin to start off with. Both teams fighting for it. And a loose puck here. Oh. Actually, not a loose puck. It was a Franklin player who was bringing it down on the far side of the ice, but and less than 3 minutes into this game, we're going to have our first. Franklin's going to have their first power play. So Mansfield will be playing down a player. So we'll see if Franklin's able to take advantage of this as they try to find an open space to get the puck into. They're just keeping it away from Mansfield. Shot on net, that's going to be just wide. So they keep it in Mansfield territory. It's going to go behind the Mansfield net. Again, they're keeping it an open space here. That loose puck, Franklin tries to take it away, but they eventually do get it away. Now it's going to be an open space. Mansfield tries to clear it out, and they are able to. And now Mansfield, although they do have a two-on-one situation there, but that one's going to be snatched up by Trevino. She's going to get that puck in her padding. After the faceoff, Franklin tries to come away with it. They're not quite able to. Mansfield's right there to get to it. Mansfield comes away with the puck. They're going into some heavy Franklin traffic here. Mansfield regains possession, passes that to a player that is not there. That is going to effectively clear the puck out and go past the mid-ice point. Franklin not able to get anything going with that as Mansfield clears it out, gets it into Franklin's defensive zone. And a nice shot there and a save by Trevino. You viewers at home may remember that we were actually on the road for the last meeting between these two teams, Franklin and Mansfield-OA-Foxboro. And while Franklin was able to score at least a goal during that game, Mansfield was able to run away with that one. And unfortunately for Franklin, it has just been a rough season for them. So hopefully what they're able to walk away from this season is an opportunity to rebuild for next year. And thankfully, these kids weren't showing any signs of disappointment during their senior night ceremonies that occurred prior to the start of this game. Ooh, loose puck. Mansfield able to get to it first. And Mansfield has been back to full strength for a little bit at this point. Franklin trying to clear it out. Mansfield is there. They are able to steal it away. Shot on net there is going to be blocked away by Trevino. I thought a whistle was blown there, but evidently I'm just hearing things. Mansfield with the puck as they get that by two Franklin defenders. Franklin sends it back in. That's going to be blocked away by Mansfield's goalie. Ooh, and a pass there is going to be fanned on as Franklin tries to take that puck away. Mansfield walking away with it as they escape past center ice. And they try to bring that in front of Trevino, and Trevino's going to block it away. Franklin blocks that puck from going too far. Another nice stop there by the Panthers. And it looks like Franklin is going to have their first penalty of the game. So Franklin will be down a player for the next 2 minutes. So 9:52 left to go in this first period. Scoreless game. And now Mansfield has an opportunity. As they try moving the puck around. They might have a shot there. That puck's going to go high and into the netting. So a face-off is going to happen to the left of the Franklin net. Franklin trying to come away with the puck after the face-off. Mansfield is fighting for it. Puck is behind the Franklin net. Again, both teams fighting for it. And Franklin able to come away with it, but Mansfield still maintaining control, although that puck does wind up getting cleared out, so they're going to have to move it past center ice. And now they are cruising. And Franklin able to get that puck away, or at least trying to. They get it away from the initial Mansfield player. 52 seconds left to go in the power play. That shot's going to be, it's going to be caught up in her padding by Trevino. So another face-off happening to the left of the Franklin net. Mansfield comes away with it. 40 seconds left in the power play. Ooh, initial pass is going to be fanned on there. And Mansfield just moving it around. Trevino keeping everyone at bay here. So Trevino staying a force to be reckoned with out there on the ice. Panthers have not had too many opportunities to get the puck onto Mansfield's side of the rink. So Mansfield continuing to move it around here. Shot there is going to be blocked by Trevino. Franklin knocking it away as they finally are able to clear it out. 12 seconds left on the Mansfield power play. A loose puck here as Mansfield comes up with it. And Franklin is back up to full strength. Both teams fighting for this puck as Franklin comes away with it. They clear it out. And that is going to be called icing. So we thank you viewers at home for tuning into this special Saturday night presentation of girls varsity hockey. Senior night for the Lady Panthers here at Pirelli Veterans Arena. Mansfield with the puck now. And Franklin trying to keep it away from them. And Franklin having a very hard time doing so. Mansfield just barely able to keep it in Franklin's offensive territory, and now Franklin moving it out. Franklin chasing this one down. And Franklin trying to send it back. Mansfield getting it to center ice, and they move it beyond. They get it past the Franklin blue line. And now Franklin moving the puck behind their own net as they try to clear it out again. And that was number 6, Reese Billow, who gets knocked down. Mansfield not quite able to navigate that puck past the Franklin defense. Certainly trying to, though. So face-off happening to the right of the Franklin net. And Mansfield comes away with it rather quickly, I must say. Shot on net's going to be blocked, and Franklin, or Mansfield at least, trying to keep it away from the Franklin defense as they get it past the blue line. Ooh, a backhanded shot, or maybe just a backhanded pass. Couldn't quite tell. And now Franklin trying to move it down. That's going to be icing. So we're going to bring it back down to the Franklin side of the ice. 5:58 left to go in the first period. Still a scoreless game. Franklin trying to make something happen here. They finally are able to. Ooh. As Reese Bolio tried to move that puck past a Mansfield defender, but couldn't keep it going. Franklin trying to send it up. As they get this puck by a number of Mansfield defenders. But Mansfield sending it right back. That's been the name of the game so far tonight. Mansfield knocks that puck away. Can't quite get it to center ice. Another whistle is going to call for a face-off here. Franklin comes up with it. Franklin chasing this puck down. Oh, and that pass intended for a Franklin teammate. Mansfield picks it up. Shot on net there is going to be blocked by Trevino. And that looks like it's going to be another icing call. So Franklin again finding the puck in their own defensive territory. Shot on net there is going to be blocked, I believe, by a Mansfield teammate, but Franklin trying to clear it out. Not quite able to as Mansfield sends it back. And Franklin just doing everything that they can to try to clear this puck out. Franklin trying to move it back. A shot on net is going to get by Mansfield's goalie, and that is going to be there for the first goal of the night. That one was scored by number 21. We'll hear from the PA in a few minutes who number 21 is, because 21 is not on my roster. Franklin comes away with this puck after the face-off. Shot on net there that's going to be blocked. Blocked high away by Mansfield. Mansfield comes up with the puck here as they try to maneuver to the Franklin net. Shot on net there is going to be stopped by Trevino. She's going to knock it down and just glove it on the ice. So 3:19 left to go in the first period. As Franklin tries to power their way through that defense. Sending the puck up against the wall. Mansfield sending it right back. Loose puck. Franklin with it as they send it up against the wall. And Franklin able to get it by Mansfield's defense. And that's going to be another icing call. The icing calls have not worked in Franklin's favor today. But nonetheless, it is the Panthers with a 1-0 lead here. Their shot on net was just strong enough to get by Mansfield's goalie. And so that's how Franklin has a 1-0 lead here. That puck gets a little too far ahead. As Mansfield tries to clear it out, and they are able to. Franklin disrupts it. Loose puck, Franklin comes up with it, trying to keep it away from some Mansfield defenders. And Mansfield trying to keep it on Franklin's side of the ice. That shot's going to be blocked away. I think that hit a Franklin player's boot or skate. Franklin trying to clear it out. Not quite able to as Mansfield sends it back. That's going to be deflected off of a Franklin player, I believe. So Franklin now with the puck as they send it way up into Mansfield territory. That's again going to be icing. Looks like we have 1 minute and 47 seconds left to go in the first period. Mansfield tries to get that puck to a center ice player, but they can't do so. Franklin Trust trying to slow Mansfield down here in any way, shape, or form. They try to navigate that puck through a bunch of Franklin defenders. And I think Trevino might have gotten a glove on that, but it wasn't enough to warrant a stop in the action here. And again, another icing call. Ooh, Mansfield player pushes, that was number 13. Kay Tassini that was pushed into the wall there. So Mansfield's going to have their second power play of the period. And that will be a 2-minute power play. So with 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go in this first period, this power play from Mansfield is going to carry over to the second. So Franklin with another scoring opportunity here. We'll see if they can do anything with it. Oh, a nice centering pass. Oh, and that play is going to be blocked up by Mansfield. And Mansfield tries to clear it out. Franklin is right there. They do clear it out. Mansfield comes away with this puck. A 2-on-1. And they get that by Trevino. A deep, deep shot. And Mansfield finds the top right-hand corner just past Trevino's shoulder. And they score a shorthanded goal on the Panthers. They tie it up at 1. With 17.4 seconds left to go in the first period. Mansfield sends that puck behind the Franklin net. Final seconds of this period wind down. And that is going to do it. So there's going to be 55 seconds remaining on the Mansfield power play, but nonetheless, in those last 17 seconds of this first period, Mansfield ties it up at 1, and they force this into becoming a very interesting game for the second period. So we are going to take a short break here at Pirelli's Veterans Arena as we get ready for the start of the second period. Stay tuned. Welcome back for the start of the second period of this girls varsity hockey matchup. Your Franklin Panthers on their senior night facing off against the co-op team of Mansfield, Oliver Ames, and Foxboro. Mansfield able to tie the game up at 1 in the final 17 seconds of the first period. And they will remain shorthanded for the next 47 seconds of the first period. As Franklin tries to maneuver this puck by the Mansfield defense. They cannot keep that on Milford's side of the ice, or Mansfield's. They send that one back. "20 seconds left to go on the power play. Franklin with the puck. They try a centering pass. Franklin able to get to it. But can they set up another play with 7 seconds left to go? Mansfield's going to clear it out, and that is going to do it for that power play. So Mansfield is now back up to full strength. Franklin trying a pass up the ice, but Mansfield's going to steal it away. Mansfield with the puck. Franklin trying to steal it away. Trevino able to block that puck away. Franklin forcing their way to take that puck away. They are finally able to clear it out. Mansfield taking it right back. So Franklin now with the puck as they try to clear it out. They're going to send that. Ooh. That puck was gloved up by a Mansfield player, but not necessarily a penalty per se, but there is going to be a face-off. And Mansfield comes away with it as they keep it away from the Franklin offense. And they get it past center ice. That puck's going to get by everyone. But this will not be icing. And Mansfield comes away with it as they get that puck to center ice, but the intended recipient cannot keep it in her possession. And Franklin tries to do the same. Franklin slows that puck down. Franklin doing their best to keep it away from Mansfield, but Mansfield maintaining possession as they send it back behind the Franklin net. Nice centering pass. Trevino able to initially just slow the puck down with their padding, but Mansfield gets it by her. So Mansfield with that goal takes a 2-1 lead. 12:02 left to go in the second period. Franklin's going to need to find some fire for themselves if they're going to keep themselves in this game. And Mansfield's goalie jumps on that one. Mansfield comes away with it. They get it past center ice. Both teams chasing this one down. And this one's going to be a nice block by Trevino. It goes up and over the top of her head. So an incredible save there by Trevino as Franklin tries to clear it out. They are not quite able to. This time they are able to, but Mansfield is right there to pick it back up again. And Mansfield comes away with it after the puck was stuck up against the wall there for a second. Some good puck movement here by Mansfield. A lot of excessive action going on here. But thankfully nothing to cause any penalties. Franklin comes up with the puck after the faceoff. Both teams chasing it down. It is Mansfield that's going to get to it first, but not before Franklin tries to ram them into the wall. Mansfield maintains possession. Mansfield with a shot on net. That's going to be a light shot on net, easily blocked by Trevino. Franklin with the puck. Ooh, a nice slip away by Franklin from Mansfield there. But Mansfield picks the puck right back up. And Franklin trying to clear it out. Mansfield right there. Franklin trying to chase this one down. Mansfield knocks it away. Franklin will maintain possession here as they send that puck back behind the Mansfield net. Mansfield gets a pass center ice. And once again, Mansfield gets it by Trevino. So that may have been a rebound play of theirs, but an initial shot on net is going to be blocked by Trevino, and then Mansfield able to capitalize on the rebound. So that's going to make it 3-1 with 9:24 left to go in the second period. So after this faceoff, Franklin comes away with it. They send it up against the wall. Mansfield gets it past center ice. Franklin having a hard time trying to catch up with them. Oh, and again, Mansfield able to capitalize on another rebound that just gets away from Trevino. And she cannot get up in time to stop that puck from going into the net. So Mansfield takes a 4-1 lead. Ooh, that shot on net was actually recalled. Interesting. So Franklin catches a bit of a break there. Not entirely sure what the call was, but that goal by Mansfield is going to be recalled, and the score goes back to being 3-1. So after an icing call, puck is going to come back to where we just were about 2 seconds ago. Franklin doing their best to clear it out. And they are able to get it past center ice. Mansfield bringing it right back. That shot is going to be just wide. Mansfield taking it back. Franklin with the puck as they try to get it by Mansfield. Both teams go down after that one. Franklin sends the puck up against the wall. And they send that ball into Mansfield territory. It's going to result in icing. 8 minutes left to go in the second period. Mansfield leading the game by a score of 3-1. And after this face-off, both teams again fighting for it. And Trevino's going to drop on that one, resulting in a face-off to the right of the Franklin goal. After the faceoff, Franklin comes up with it. So they try to get that past center ice, and they are able to. So a 3-on-1 here. Can Franklin make something happen? Ooh! Oh my gosh! Franklin with a number of great opportunities there after the initial shot on Mansfield's net went way too high for Franklin's good. Franklin tried to capitalize on the rebound, but they could not make it happen. So after the shot on net, a face-off. And Franklin fighting for it. They are able to come away with it. They get into some open space. Shot there is going to be deflected away by the Mansfield defender. Mansfield comes away with it. Loose puck. They get it. Oh, they can't quite get it past center ice, but they do regain possession. They get that to an open player, but she doesn't see the play coming. Franklin sends it back, and another icing call. So under 7 minutes left to go in the second period. 3-1 is our score. Franklin just had their best chance to try to get a shot on net with that 3-on-1 play that they just had a minute ago. But unfortunately, their initial shot on net was a little too high. Franklin chasing this puck down. They send it back the opposite way. And they do get it past center, or almost past center ice. They do finally get it past center ice, stealing it away from Mansfield. But Mansfield's right there to tie him up. And that shot's going to be a little wide of the Mansfield net. Mansfield trying to navigate this puck through some heavy Franklin defense. Loose puck, Franklin trying to stay with it. They get it away from a Mansfield defender, but Mansfield's going to send it up to center ice. So Mansfield now with the puck as they get it again, try to get it again past center ice, but Franklin's right there to stop it. Both teams fighting for it. Mansfield initially comes away with it. Loose puck, Franklin tries to send it back. A lot of activity going on over there. And there is going to be a face-off just outside of the Mansfield bench. Mansfield comes away with it. And Mansfield, or Franklin, I should say, tries to get it past center ice. They are able to. Mansfield sending it right back. Shot on net there is going to be blocked away by Trevino. Mansfield not wasting any time chasing that puck down. Franklin with a play there. That is going to result in icing again. Franklin with a bit of a late rally to try to catch up to that puck, but it's too little too soon. As the puck is going to come back over here for another face-off. 5:14 left to go in the second period. Mansfield with a shot on net. That one's going to, a nice save there by Trevino. Mansfield tries a backhanded pass. A whistle. And a couple of Franklin Panthers are racing off to the right-hand side of the rink, the side of the rink below us. And a player may have been injured in a fairly mild way. hopefully in a more minor fashion. She was able to skate off the ice without any serious trouble. But she's got a substitute in there for her now, so a face-off is going to happen. Mansfield with the puck. Shot on net there is going to go by Trevino. Puck is behind the Franklin net. Centering pass, but no one sees it coming. Both teams chasing this one down. Mansfield gets to it first. Ooh, a nice stop there by the Panthers as Franklin tries a centering pass, or at least a shot on net from a very, very narrow angle. And now Mansfield trying to get something going here. Shot there up against the wall. And Franklin chasing it down. Can they make something happen? A goal! What looked like could have been Mansfield trying to tie Franklin up just a little bit more. That's number 5, Lily Santiago, scoring that goal for the Panthers. And she cuts the Mansfield lead down to 1. With 4 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in the second period, the score is now 3-2. So we'll have to see if Franklin can keep this momentum going. As Mansfield tries to turn that puck around, but Franklin's right there to stop it. Oh, a nice puck movement here. Mansfield with the puck. Franklin tries to get that past center ice, but they're going to get tied up. Mansfield trying to bring it back. I believe Franklin has had one tie during the course of this season. Franklin trying to get that puck loose. Mansfield comes away with it. And Mansfield gets knocked down, but as does Franklin. Loose puck. Both teams chasing it down. Franklin gets to it first. Ooh, a nice setup. Oh, and a fantastic opportunity for a shot on net. It's going to be blocked away by the Mansfield goalie. Essentially a slap shot pass right there. Mansfield sends it up against the wall. Who is going to get to it first? Franklin does. Nice centering pass, but no one's there to accept it. Mansfield comes away with it. They get it past center ice. Franklin trying to steal it away. They are able to knock it away. Mansfield moving the puck around the Franklin net. Ooh, and that puck's going to get away from them. So they're going to have to clear this one out. Mansfield trying to get it past some Franklin traffic. And that's going to be difficult for them. Ooh, that puck's going to get by everyone, but Mansfield is very able to quickly keep that ball from going too far into their own territory. They get it past center ice as they try to maneuver this past some heavy Franklin traffic. Franklin right there to stop that one. Another nice block there. Mansfield has to clear it out. So 55.4 seconds left to go in the second period. Score is 3-2. Franklin would clearly like nothing more than to try to tie this game up. As we come out of the face-off, and Franklin fighting for it. Mansfield has possession. Franklin takes it away as they try to maneuver it by a couple of Mansfield defenders. Franklin not finding too many places to go with this puck. 30 seconds left to go in the period. Oh, a nice centering pass, but Franklin can't get anything to happen. They have a Mansfield defender right in front of them. Mansfield now trying to mount an attack. And a nice block right there by Trevino. Franklin knocks it away. 10 seconds left to go in the period. And it looks like Franklin's just going to try to slow everything down here and hold this puck up against the wall. And there is the final buzzer for the second period. So what started off as it's still a fairly low-scoring game by anyone's measure. But Mansfield had tied it up at 1 to finish off the first period. Then they scored 2 unanswered goals in the second period, and a fourth one could have possibly happened, but that goal was recalled. So Franklin was able to score their second goal of the game within the last 5 minutes of the second period, and so that is where we're at with a 3-2 lead. Mansfield leading the game here. So we are going to take a short break here as the Zamboni is going to come out here to clean off the ice. So we'll be back in a few minutes for the start of the third and final period. Stay tuned. Welcome back for the start of the third period of this girls varsity hockey matchup. Your Franklin Panthers facing off against the co-op team of Mansfield, Oliver Ames, and Foxboro. And it is bound to be a thrilling third period here. Mansfield comes away with the puck to start off the third period. But this could wind up either being, and just like that, Mansfield takes the next goal. They take the next goal within 12 seconds of the third period starting. So they increase their lead back up to 2 goals. So Franklin trying to show that they've got a little fight in them towards the end of the second period, and Mansfield answers right back. Trevino drops on this one. She's not letting this one go too far. So what I was going to say just prior to Mansfield scoring their fourth goal was that this period could turn out one of two ways. It could either wind up being the final period for the game, or it could wind up being the last few minutes of regulation. Mansfield showing that they're not going down in this game without a fight. Nice shot there, but it's going to be blocked away by Trevino. As Franklin tries to clear it out, they are able to. Can they make something happen here? They cannot get that by Mansfield's goalie. But Franklin trying to put up a bit of a fight here. The puck has not been on Mansfield's side of the ice for most of this game. That low riding shot's going to be blocked away by Trevino, and Franklin navigating this puck past center ice. Mansfield bringing this puck Ooh, and a nice centering pass there is going to be shot right at Trevino. She's going to catch that in her padding. So that's going to result in a face-off to the right of the Franklin net. Nice. That looked like it was a glove save, but it might have just been knocked down by a bunch of people in front of the Franklin net. As Franklin tries to clear it out, they cannot quite make it happen. Shot on net is going to be again knocked away by Trevino. But Trevino's going to need a little more than just blocking the puck away. As that puck gets by everyone, that's going to result in an icing. So we are back to the left-hand side of the Franklin net. And Franklin just doing everything that they can to put up a fight against Mansfield. And Mansfield, for the most part, showing that they're not having it. Even though Franklin has gotten 2 goals by their goaltender. Shot on net's going to be, or at least a centering pass is going to be wide. And Mansfield's going to need to clear it out. Mansfield with the puck as they try to send that puck up. Franklin's going to steal it away. Franklin sends that puck up against the wall. There's going to be no icing calls there. Mansfield tries to get that puck past center ice. Franklin stealing it back. Mansfield taking it back again. Mansfield with a backhanded shot, or at least a pass at any rate. They're going to keep this puck away from the Panthers as best as they can. As they try to navigate this puck past Trevino, but Trevino ain't having it. As Franklin tries to get that puck cleared out. And that is going to go deep in another icing call. And after the face-off, Mansfield, both teams fighting for this one. There's been a lot of fighting for the puck during this game. Centering pass, Franklin tries to clear it out, but Mansfield maintains possession. Mansfield taking it away. They get into some open space. Shot on net. That's going to be blocked away by Trevino. She's going to put a glove on that one. So time now becoming a massive factor and a massive enemy here for the Panthers. 10:18 left to go in the game. They need to make something happen right now if they're going to have a fighting chance of even trying to tie this game up, never mind trying to win it. After this faceoff, Mansfield comes away with it. Oh, and that shot's going to be blocked away by a Franklin player. Oh, and with Trevino not even noticing it. Mansfield's going to put the puck behind her in the net. That goal may have effectively put the game out of reach for the Panthers, as Mansfield makes it a 5-2 game. Anything can happen, though. There's still time here. Whether or not Franklin can maximize their time here is another thing. After the faceoff, Franklin comes up with it. They try to send that puck into Mansfield territory. Good centering pass, but no one's there for it. And this is not going to be called icing. Mansfield with the puck. Ooh. They try to get it past. Not entirely sure what the whistle was for, but Mansfield's going to have another penalty. So Franklin with another power play opportunity here. So Mansfield will be shorthanded for the next 2 minutes. We'll see if Franklin can do something with it. Franklin has to clear it out. Franklin and Mansfield not that far behind him. And Mansfield now making a move on the Franklin net, shorthanded, but Franklin's gonna pause that action from happening. Mansfield tries to maneuver the puck. Nice pass there, but that shot on net is going to be wide of the Franklin net. And this is not going to be an issue for the Panthers, but Mansfield's going to catch up to it. So less than 8.5 minutes left to go in the game. Mansfield trying to pick up the puck here. Franklin just getting caught up in all this tussle down here. Nice puck maneuvering here, but Mansfield's going to be knocked down to their knees as Franklin tries to come away with it. They get by center ice. Shot on net there is going to be blocked with plenty of time for them to recuperate and not have to worry about a rebound. Shot there is going to be picked up by the Mansfield goalie. Ooh. And a lot of extracurricular activity happening here. Are there going to be any penalties assigned here? Yes, there will be. So Franklin will now be a player down. Ooh, it looks like players from both teams are going to be taken out of the game after that altercation. So Mansfield's going to be down one player for 3 seconds here. Oh, I take that back. Franklin still had 5 players. They will only be down 2 players for 3 seconds. So they'll still have. Ooh, I take that back. So Mansfield just needed someone else to fill in for their 4th player. As both teams are now back up at equal strength. Shot on net there is going to be blocked away. Mansfield trying to come back with it. And we'll see in a second where this next face-up is going to happen. Looks like it's going to happen right here in front of the Franklin bench. 7:12 left to go in the game. So Mansfield able to come away with this puck as they try to maneuver it by the Franklin defense. Not able to. Loose puck error is not going to be called for icing. 6:20 left to go in the game. And Franklin is, Mansfield just barely able to avoid Franklin getting a 3rd goal. But the ref was right behind the Mansfield net and calls and says that it's no goal, it's all clear. So what I'm sure was a very frustrating point for the Panthers there as they were trying to cut this deficit down a little bit more. Refs having a little chat with the scorekeeper. And after that face-off, Franklin is the one who will ultimately come away with it, but Mansfield making it hard for Franklin to do anything here. That shot's going to be deflected by a Mansfield defender. Shot there is going to be low-level shot on net. And Mansfield attempting a pass there, but that's not going to go anywhere. As Franklin tries to figure out a way to get the puck moving here again. 5:10 left to go in the game. So the players that were brought on the ice for both teams are returned back to the bench. Mansfield comes away with the puck after the face-off. Franklin slowly but surely moving their way past center ice. They get it past center ice, but Mansfield with possession. Ooh, Mansfield loses the puck there for an instant. Franklin takes it away. Ooh, Mansfield taking it right back. Shot on net there is going to be stopped by Trevino. Mansfield with a nice shot on net there. That's going to be blocked away again by Trevino. She has been on top of it. In spite of Mansfield having scored 5 goals on her. And now Mansfield cruising past the Franklin defense, but they can't get a shot on that. Loose puck. Franklin trying to cruise that ball past center ice. They get that puck into some open space. Under 4 minutes left to go in the game. And that shot is going to be wide of the Franklin net. Nice stop there by Trevino. And she stops the ball from going any further. She's going to glove it right in front of the crease. Little timeout there is going to result in both teams making changes. Making changes on the ice. After the faceoff, Mansfield with possession as they try to keep it away from Franklin. Nice block there by Trevino. Franklin sending it up against the wall. They cannot get it past a couple of Mansfield defenders. And a nice save there by Trevino. She's going to glove it up and press it up against the ice. So just shy of 3 minutes left to go in the game. But Mansfield holding on to a 5-2 lead here. Another great save there by Trevino. A light shot on net. Not too much for her to handle. Franklin comes away with this puck after the faceoff. They wind up losing it for a second. And that's going to be an offside call. Franklin knocks that away from Mansfield after the faceoff. But Mansfield comes back with it. And Trevino's just going to glove it up. So it looks like Mansfield is unfortunately going to spoil senior night for the Franklin Panthers, but Panthers doing their best to try to catch up to Mansfield, but it's just been very hard for them to do anything score-wise. Minus the 2 goals that Franklin was able to score on Mansfield. But it is Mansfield that is going to walk away from the win. Walk away with the win, I should say. Franklin trying to keep that puck away. They're able to get it by a defender. Can she make something happen? No. Shot on net there is going to be gloved up by Mansfield. 2:16 left to go in the game. And Mansfield still maintaining a 5-2 lead. There's going to be a timeout call by the Panthers, I believe. I believe the ref that was handling the face-off was the one who pointed in the Panthers' direction. So, quick timeout here for the Panthers. Again, 2:16 left to go in the game. And we thank you viewers at home for sticking around for this girls varsity hockey matchup. Started off promising for the Panthers, but Mansfield was able to fight back in the second and towards the end of the first period, and then they took off a little bit more in the second, and then scoring two more goals in the third period has pretty much, and the fifth goal for them pretty much put this game out of reach for the Panthers. So. Tough game for the Panthers. Although this is not the final game of the season for them, that will wind up going to a game they have against Leominster next week. As we come out of the Franklin timeout. And after the face-off, Franklin comes away with it. Ooh, they tried to pass that to a teammate, but a Mansfield player's skate is going to block that puck from going anywhere. Mansfield able to clear it out, but an empty net, which means that Franklin has one more offensive player out there. They have taken Trevino out. And that shot on net is going to be blocked. And Franklin is hoping to try to get possibly a shot on net here with the extra player out there. As Franklin tries to clear that puck out, Mansfield comes away with it. That shot's going to be wide. That puck is going to slide past one Mansfield player, so that's going to be a bit of luck there for the Panthers. 1:27 left to go in the game. Oh, a nice backhanded pass, and that shot is going to be deflected into the net. So Mansfield able to take advantage of the no goalie scenario for the Panthers, and they make the score 6-2 with 1:14 left to go in the game. So Mansfield comes away with the puck. Franklin puts Trevino back in there. Franklin able to clear it out. Both teams chasing this down, but it is going to be called icing. With 1:08 left to go in the game. And you can hear the Mansfield bench causing a ruckus on their bench. Oh, a shot there is going to be blocked away by Trevino. And this game is going to be stuck right in between center ice and the blue line. Franklin trying to clear it out, and they're able to. There is going to be no icing here. Franklin with their best opportunity there for a shot, but that's going to be high and wide. Franklin tries to navigate that to an open player. 40 seconds left to go in the game. Mansfield now again 2-on-2 as they try to navigate that by the Franklin defenders, but Franklin making it difficult for Mansfield. Franklin sends it past center ice. $15 seconds left to go in the game. And Mansfield's going to put a glove on that one with 7 seconds left to go in the game. And Mansfield will walk away from this game with a 6-2 victory over your Franklin Panthers. After the faceoff, and that buzzer is going to mark the end of the game. So a very unfortunate way for senior night to turn out for the Franklin Panthers as they walk away from this game with a 6-2 loss to Mansfield. And they've got some time to go before their final game of the regular season against Leominster. So a great effort by Mansfield to put up a big fight against the Panthers, and they sweep their series against the Panthers, winning the second game. And this is going to do it for our coverage here at Pirelli Veterans Arena. So for Franklin TV, this is cameraman Chris saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time, Franklin sports fans. Have a good one.